Hello everyone and welcome to my home and away news. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. 7 Little Johnstons, Amber cold to Trent in time of need, fans fuming. 7 Little Johnstons fans recently went in on Amber Johnston for her cold behavior, even toward her husband, Trent Johnston. So what do fans have to say about this after witnessing Amber put these disturbing behaviors on display? 7 Little Johnstons fans take shots at Amber Johnston every chance they get. When it comes to Amber Johnston and the way the vast majority of viewers see her on the show, the consensus is easily agreed upon that she is the main villain among the family of cast members. Amber Johnston rules with an iron fist and hardly ever budges once she has her mind made up about something. While this is not necessarily a bad thing in theory, where a lot of 7 Little Johnstons fans take issue is when Amber imposes herself on her adult children and everything they have going on. While it's one thing to be a concerned parent and act accordingly, the way that fans see it, Amber frequently oversteps. TLC fans call out Amber for being cold to Trent Johnston. While Amber being strict with her children is one thing, and something that many 7 Little Johnstons fans have gotten used to, what surprised a lot of viewers recently was the behavior that Amber displayed toward her husband, Trent Johnston. While Amber's behavior toward her children is not excusable by any stretch, her recent treatment of Trent was alarming for many. Viewers recently called out the fact that Trent is having to deal with the reality of putting his father in a nursing home. However, while all of this is going on, Amber continues to talk in his ear. 7 Little Johnstons fans react to insensitive treatment. While most 7 Little Johnstons fans have come to expect this type of behavior from Amber Johnston, it's still alarming to many, especially when you consider the levels of insensitive that Amber can display at times, particularly toward her husband in this case. What do you think of Amber and the way she recently behaved toward Trent? Let us know in the comments below. On TLC's 7 Little Johnstons, viewers are used to the family's unique blend of heart, humor, and sometimes hard-to-watch honesty. But in recent episodes, fans have noticed something troubling that's causing a stir across social media. Amber Johnston's increasingly cold and detached behavior toward husband Trent. What should have been a supportive, unifying time in their marriage is instead revealing deep cracks, and fans are fuming. A season meant for healing turns sour. This season was supposed to be about renewal. With the kids growing up and finding their own paths, Amber and Trent were expected to turn inward and rediscover each other. Instead, what viewers are witnessing is a frosty distance from Amber that's making them question the stability of the Johnston household. It all started subtly. Trent, who has always been portrayed as the laid-back and affectionate half of the couple, began opening up about feeling sidelined. He's expressed a quiet but noticeable struggle with aging, career transitions, and the shifting family dynamic now that most of the children are becoming independent. Rather than rally around him, Amber has seemed increasingly dismissive. Amber's ice-cold comments raise eyebrows. In one of the most talked-about moments of the season, Trent tried to share his feelings about losing relevance now that the kids are older. Instead of empathy, Amber responded with a sarcastic, "Oh, poor Trent. Maybe you should take up knitting." The moment hit viewers like a punch to the gut. What was intended to be a heartfelt confession from a man unsure of his place in a changing family was shut down with a frosty quip. Fans immediately took to Reddit, X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook to express their outrage. That woman didn't even blink when Trent opened his heart. "I swear, Amber's colder than a freezer these days," one viewer tweeted. Another wrote, "She used to seem stern but loving. Now she just seems mean. Why even be married if you treat your spouse like a burden?" Fans say Amber's controlling nature is crossing a line. This isn't the first time fans have taken issue with Amber's attitude. Over the years, she's developed a reputation for being the family's taskmaster, ultra-organized, demanding, and always pushing everyone to perform at their best. But what used to be seen as tough love is now being interpreted as controlling and demeaning, especially toward Trent. When Trent revealed he was interested in taking a break from work to find a new passion, Amber immediately shot down the idea. "You don't have time to wander around looking for yourself," she said in one confessional. This family is one thing. Shaming your partner for feeling lost is another. One Reddit user commented, "Amber wants a robot, not a husband. Trent deserves some room to breathe." Trent's silent suffering is loud to viewers. While Amber's coldness is causing a lot of outrage, it's Trent's quiet suffering that's breaking fans' hearts. He's not the type to yell or stir drama, but his slumped shoulders, distant expressions, and repeated attempts to make light of his own emotional needs have painted a sad portrait of a man who feels unsupported. In a recent episode, he suggested a weekend getaway, just the two of them, to reconnect. Amber dismissed the idea immediately, saying they didn't have time for escapism and needed to focus on organizing Alex's college plans and Elizabeth's relationship drama. The moment served as a metaphor for the season. Trent wants intimacy, while Amber seems obsessed with logistics. Where he seeks emotional closeness, she redirects to tasks and timetables. It's no surprise fans are asking, is this marriage still based on love, or just duty? Have the power dynamics shifted? Longtime viewers remember earlier seasons when Amber and Trent appeared more balanced in their roles. While she was always more assertive, Trent had his fair share of influence and respect. Now there's a growing concern that the scales have tipped too far. Amber seems to be in control of every decision, while Trent tiptoes around her moods. In one scene, when Trent made a mistake while meal prepping, Amber barked, "Just let me do it. It's easier that way." The silence that followed was deafening, and not lost on fans. Social media erupted once again. "You could see the light die in Trent's eyes with that comment," one fan observed. "He's trying. She's steamrolling him." Another added, "This isn't just cold. It's borderline emotional neglect." Is there trouble brewing behind the scenes? So far, neither Amber nor Trent has responded to the online backlash. But that hasn't stopped fans from speculating that there's serious trouble behind the scenes. Some suspect the stress of constant filming, public scrutiny, and raising 5 kids with dwarfism has taken a toll. Others wonder if Amber's growing need to control everything is compensating for her own feelings of insecurity or fear of change. Whatever the cause, the result is clear. The warmth between Amber and Trent seems to be fading fast, and unless something changes, their once solid partnership could be heading for a breaking point. Viewers want a wake-up call and redemption. Despite the anger directed at Amber, most fans aren't calling for cancellation or boycotts. They want growth. They want healing. They want Amber to see Trent again, not just as the co-parent, the handyman, the sidekick, but as the man she chose to spend her life with. One viewer wrote, "I'm not mad, I'm sad. I love this family, but I need to see Amber love Trent again." Others are hoping the showrunners will dedicate an episode or two to couples therapy or a real sit-down between the two. After all, the 7 Little Johnstons franchise has always been about overcoming challenges, not ignoring them. Will Amber melt the ice? The season isn't over yet, and if TLC leans into the tension with intention, there could be space for real redemption. Maybe Trent will finally speak up louder. Maybe Amber will have a moment of clarity. Maybe the couple that once seemed unshakable can rediscover their rhythm. But for now, fans are holding their breath. and holding Amber accountable.